Hello everyone. Welcome back to this channel. This time, we're going to discuss some leaks I've come across, which seem very exciting. And these leaks also come from starrail leaks. Alright, let's not waste any time and get right into it. So, this information is actually a repost from starrail leaks. They didn't disclose where the source came from because the nickname was blurred. Well, although they could actually tell who the source is from the profile picture, they said to keep it fair, they still don't want to mention the name because, yeah, the source who posted it did so with the intention of keeping their identity hidden. But according to starrail leaks, this uncle who is the source can be considered quite credible. Well, it's a bit suspicious, isn't it? Because it's not clear who this uncle is, so as usual, don't immediately believe this information. But since the topic being discussed is quite interesting, let's just discuss it in this video. So according to the post, the HSR schedule for next year, or more precisely version 4, won't be the same as the previous versions. It can be said that the banner pattern in versions 4.0 to 4.2 will not follow the same pattern as in versions 2.x or 3.x. For example, in versions 3.1 to 3.3, there was a pattern called half presale and one post-sale character. Okay, before continuing, maybe some of you don't understand what is meant by the terms presale and post-sale. So, a presale character is a character that serves as support for the character that will be the main push of Hoyoverse, but is released before that main push character. Meanwhile, a post-sale character is the opposite, namely a character that serves as support or best-in slot for the main push character, released after the main push character has been released first. For example, Tribi for Castor Ice and Hyacinth, which is also for Castor Ice. Tribi, as a presale, was released before Castor Ice, and Hyacinth as a post-sale because it was released after Castor Ice. Basically, Tribi can also be considered as the post-sale for the Herta, actually. That's why in the post it's mentioned that Tribi is a half presale. So in short, that's what presale and post-sale characters mean. And according to what was written in the post, from versions 4.0 to 4.2, all characters will be released as presale, which, if this information is true, will be very tough for F2P players. This means, if you want to gacha Yae Sakura's team, you have to gacha her best-in slot first before gacha Yae Sakura herself, because her best-in slot will be presale. This is slightly different from patch 3, where you could just start gacha from Castor Ice, and you could even skip all the characters before Castor Ice. After that, you could pick up Hyacinth, pick up Evernight, and also pick up Cyrene. The same goes for Phanon, because Cyrydra is a post-sale character, not presale. So you could gacha Phanon first, and then you could decide whether to gacha Cyrydra or not. Not only that, there was one comment from another user highlighting this issue. The user asked, so versions 4.0, 4.1, and 4.2 will all be presale characters? Isn't the anniversary supposed to attract new players? The developers shouldn't include so many presale characters if it's like that. This makes it hard for new players, right? That's what the comment said. Well, basically for free-to-play players too, not just new players. And that comment was replied to by the uncle. The reply was, they definitely don't have a plan to attract new players anymore in version 4. That's what the uncle said, which basically should just be an assumption, not a leak. That's all for the post. Well, I'll say it again, we don't know who this uncle is, so it's a bit suspicious. But this is quite interesting because if this really happens, it will be very chaotic for you to manage your Stellar Jade. If it's true that versions 4.0 to 4.2 will all be presale characters, that's crazy. I can't imagine it, you'd have to gacha from 4.0 to 4.2 consecutively. Meaning me and maybe others too will have to rethink planning for gacha in patch 4. I myself originally planned to skip starting from version 3.8 and would start gacha in 4.2, because in versions 2 and 3 the pattern wasn't much different. It's not exactly the same, But yeah, most of the best-in-slot characters are usually post-sale, rarely are best-in-slot characters pre-sale. Especially since version 4.2 is the anniversary, and Yae Sakura will also be one of the main push characters in patch 4. Plus, in the past two versions, version 0, the character's lifespan wasn't very long. You can see it from Black Swan, Sparkle, the Herta, Aglia. Although they're still usable, they're not a priority. But if this news is true, it means version 4.0 will be one of the best in-slot for Yae Sakura. So it will be very tough for F2P players to gacha the main push character up to Eidolon 2. Yeah, maybe if Cyrene's kit stays like that, there's a possibility that skipping Cyrene becomes one of the options that can't be ignored to save Stellar Jade. But still, this is still suspicious news, and even if it's true, Hoyoverse could certainly change their mind and alter it. It might not be as bad as what was posted, so there's no need to be too scared yet, actually. This could still change a lot, because it's still quite far off in version 4. We still have versions 3.7 and 3.8. So it's better to just wait for the kits of the new characters in version 4. Maybe we can see whether this change in the release schedule pattern will actually happen or not. I personally hope it doesn't, right? The most correct thing, actually, is for the best-in-slot main push character to be post-sale. That's the most correct. That will really help new players, clearly. And it will really help F2P players. For whales and spenders, well, it's up to them, because they can definitely gacha the characters they want. Alright, that's all for now, everyone. So what are your thoughts on this leak? Write your opinions in the comments section. And don't forget to share this information with your friends who also play Honkai starrail. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on other important update. See you in the next update.